In case you don't know this yet, the U.S. government does not love its citizens like their own little newborn baby that suckles at their breast. They do not love you. Thank you for tuning in to Hard News TV 2. I'm your host, Terry Lynn, and this is the channel where truth is like archaeology, and every day we're digging for it. Today is April 10th, 2020, and this article is from 2016 from the Business Insider. Over and over again, the military has conducted dangerous biowarfare experiments on Americans. Did y'all hear that? Over and over again, the United States military has conducted dangerous biowarfare experiments on Americans. And we're going to look at this, and I'm going to show y'all something. We're not going to read this whole article. On September 20th, 1950, 70 years ago, a U.S. Navy ship just off the coast of San Francisco used a giant hose to spray a cloud of microbes into the air into the city's famous fog. The military was testing how a biological weapon attack would affect 800,000 residents of the city. So 70 years ago, they were on a naval ship using gigantic hoses to spray chemicals into the air. Now they do it in chemtrails. For the new people, if you don't know about it, go look up Ted Gunderson on YouTube. He was a former head of the FBI. He called them death dumps. He was an older man, and he came up dead. It says, the people of San Francisco had no idea. The Navy continued tests for 7 days, potentially causing at least one death. It was one of the first large-scale biological weapon trials that would be conducted under a germ warfare testing program that went on for 20 years, from 1949 to 1969. So during the sock hop, they were doing this. And then during the free love movement, they were doing this. The goal was to deter the use of biological weapons against the United States and its allies, and to retaliate if deterrence failed. Okay, so to protect us, they used it on us. Fundamental to the development of a deterrent strategy was the need for a thorough study and analysis of our vulnerability to overt and covert attack. Of the 239 known tests in that program, San Francisco was notable for 2 reasons. Okay, now I've done a long video on all the tests that the U.S. government has done on us. I'm not going to read all this. Some of what I did in the other videos not even on here. From Minneapolis to St. Louis, the military tested how a biological or chemical weapon would spread throughout the country by spraying bacteria as well as various chemical powders. Low-flying airplanes would take off, sometimes near the Canadian border, and they would fly down through the Midwest, dropping their payloads over cities. Wouldn't that be what chemtrails are doing? These sprays were tested on the ground, too, with machines that would release clouds from the rooftops and intersections to see how they spread. Now, we've covered a lot of this, but when you talk about chemtrails, people don't want to hear it. There's been all kind of lawsuits. St. Louis one, I know there was a big lawsuit in the newspaper. You can Google it and find out about it. 1966, a study of the vulnerability of subway passengers in New York City to covert attack with biological agents. And so, particularly controversial test. The test of a Norfolk Naval Supply Center packed crates with fungal spores to see how they would affect the people unpacking the crates. Wow, how nice. Okay, unclassified, 1977, things that they were doing. And there's been all kind of accusations that the coronavirus is a biological weapon, with China accusing the United States of releasing it, and at one point the United States was accusing China that it leaked out of a lab in Wuhan, and now know it's a virus. And I did a video on this February 4th, so before it even got to us in America. It didn't get here until March. The creator of the Bioweapons Act says the coronavirus is a biological warfare weapon. In an explosive interview, Dr. Francis Bowl, who drafted the United States Biological Weapons Act, has given a detailed statement admitting that in 2019 Wuhan coronavirus is an offensive biological warfare weapon that the World Health Organization already knows about. So we are being lied to. When you go to my channel, type in biological, and these are some videos that I've done on it. Creator of Bioweapons Act, coronavirus is biological warfare. April 1st, U.S. history, biological warfare testing on U.S. citizens. It was a long video, 12 minutes of experiments they did to us. China rounding up political enemies. And this is all biological stuff. Okay? So, the U.S. government released documents showing that what they've done to us. I've done a long, extensive video on all the experiments they've done to us. And the creator of the Biological Warfare Weapons Act says that the World Health Organization already knows that this is a biological weapon. So this is only being used to take our freedoms away from us and to usher in the New World Order. Y'all leave me your comments below and let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.